Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Super Fire Milesio here for my. I don't even know what number we're on right now. Shoot, I'll figure it out later. Anyways, Breath of the Wild Master Mode. It's been a couple weeks. I'm sorry. It is now August 3rd, 2022. A mere short few weeks until we start college. A lot has happened. Well, not a lot, but some things have happened since now and the last time. I just didn't really get around to it. I finally just took a break from it. I think I got a little burnt out, but now we're back and better than ever. And I'll update you guys in just a second. But we're still doing seed hunting. I don't really care about the whole thing that I said before about like finishing a region in an episode. I don't really care. So we're just going to go, probably going to start the region in each episode. So I did actually get every single seed in the Akala region, as far as I know. I might have missed one or two, hopefully not, that would be stupid. But, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go to the Lanayru region and get these seeds on. Let's get it on, ooh, baby. I got to unravel this map here so I can actually see this whole region here. Oh, okay, this is actually... This region looks to be a little more manageable. Oh wait, never mind. Jesus. Okay, there's that whole section I didn't even see. Okay, never mind. It's okay though. It is a little better than the last one, I think. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, man, okay. It's been a couple weeks. I don't even remember. I think it was like probably mid-July when I did the last one. It is now August, of course. And school, it's so weird because, metro schools, which I've been in for like the past, 12 years now. So like I would just follow the same schedule as everyone else. But, of course, now I'm in college. Oh, Jesus Christ. Freak this. But college starts like 2 weeks, like a clean 2 weeks after, everyone else does. So like everyone else is starting school next week, like literally like less than a week from now, like 5 days, Monday. Here we go. All right, what is this one? I should be checking this crap. Natural hiding spot. And I don't start till the 21st, which is a good 2 weeks after everyone else. So yeah, there's like this weird period where everyone's in school except for me, just loafing around. But I'm gonna enjoy it while I can, of course. But yeah, that's that. So Kindle will be starting next week as well, which that's gonna suck, but it'll be all right. It's just one more year until we're both in college, and then we'll figure some other stuff out. I mean, a year is a while, but we've already been together almost a year. That's pretty cray-cray. It doesn't feel like it, but also like when I think back to the beginning, like it has been a while. So but this year is flying by. January seems like just yesterday. Now we're like already in the final quarter of the year, essentially. Wait, no, final third. Yeah. Month number 8. What is this? Shoot. Leaves with fairy dust. Okay, if you say so. Oh, I see them. Okay, so there's a couple things. First and foremost, guys, it is August 3rd. If you do recall, my tattoo is August 4th. That's tomorrow. I am flipping my lid right now. I'm so excited. My only concern is that, like, I did say on the thing when I filled it out, like, a month and a half ago, I filled out the form, and I said I wanted it to be, like, 4 to 5 inches, and I wanted my budget to be 300, which that's pretty low, honestly, now that I've, like, done more research and stuff, and I said I would downsize it if I couldn't do it for 300, which makes me nervous, because it's only an hour and a half appointment. I just want it to be big enough. Like, I'm starting to think I want it bigger, but I don't just want to show up and be a jerk and be like, hey man, make this bigger, because we only have an hour and a half scheduled. So I'm just going to ask, like, how big you could possibly make it within this time frame. Like, I don't care about the budget anymore. So yeah, we're going to do that. Either way, it still should be pretty sizable, like, and definitely detailed enough to see everything, because this guy's a freaking beast. And funny thing, I already have at least 2 more tattoos on the horizon after that. I'm obsessed now. And possibly another one, hopefully, but this girl's super busy, and she's a super good artist, and I've like, requested something. Okay, there's 2 over here. There's boulders. But I don't know. Her bookings are always super crazy. Like she opens them a couple times a year, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to snag a spot. But I guess we'll see. Where are these boulders? Oh, what? This can't be it. Bang. No. Oh, that's weird. Is this the one I'm thinking of? I don't know. But it looks like there's a flower trail as well. Oh, wait. No, I'm in a different spot than I was thinking. What? Oh, okay, that was a natural hiding spot. I'm an idiot. Anyways, so got that. Very excited about that. I think another one that I'm getting is like a wolf. Sort of inspired by the Twilight Princess wolf, but it's just a generic, like, the ideas that I sent were just like tribal wolf pattern, like wolf heads howling, which are pretty cool. I wanted something like that. And this really cool artist from Safe House Tattoo is going to do that. Also before school starts, so I'll be all tatted up before school. That's pretty cool. Not too much though. My other bigger ideas, I'll probably save those for a couple months down the line, just because I don't want to blow my budget. And you know, good to spread it out and have stuff to look forward to. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, I see what they want us to do. Is that metal at least? Better be. Okay, that's not as bad. If they were gonna make me stasis that crap, I was going to be pretty upset. Don't you slide down the... Oh my god, you... Link. What the hell was that? Another thing, guys. Another thing. Put on my pink suit. Oh, shoot. I recently went on a trip this summer with my dad to Georgia for just a couple days, like 2 days. It was pretty cool. We saw a puppet museum, the aquarium. It was honestly pretty stressful, like, just being in this city, because it's kind of a scary place. I don't know, like, urban stuff just stresses me out in general, but this city was like kind of just made you feel nervous the whole time, and so I kind of was glad to be going home, but it was a good time, and it's good to spend time with him, of course. But I, for whatever reason, the night before the trip, I like just got this sudden urge to play A Link Between Worlds. I don't know why, I don't know where it came from, but I was just like, you know what? I just was feeling like I wanted, like, not just like older Zelda game, but like traditional. Like, I know that's a newer Zelda game, but it's definitely like the original Zelda style, the overhead, all that stuff. And it was my first Zelda game ever. So, you know, and the first time I played it in like at least 3 years, maybe 4. Okay, that's 5. So I gotta figure out the next 5 seeds here. But yeah, like I started playing it the night before, so I was doing that on like a lot of the car trip, and like by the time I got back home, I was like pretty close to 100%. I mean, I was pretty close to beating it. I ended up doing the rest of it once I got home, but my takeaway is that, first of all, A Link Between Worlds is so fun. It's such a good game, man. It's like, oh goodness. Okay, so there's 2 in Zora's Domain. How have I not found those? It's such a good game, man. Like, it was my first Zelda game, and so it clearly was enough to get me hooked on the series, even though like it is so different. It plays out so differently than other Zelda games, but because that was like a more recent take on, you know, A Link to the Past, it does have some like remnants of like more current games, you know. So that's pretty cool, but overall, like, it's got a milk bar and all that stuff. But overall, it's much more of the classic style. And after just playing so much Breath of the Wild, which I love this game to death, of course now I'm coming back to it, but it was really refreshing going to that. Like, and it was, I mean, it was just, that game actually probably, you know, when that game came out, I think it's like 2013, like, that was the first Zelda game in a long time that lets you have any sort of freedom whatsoever. And I didn't even realize this when I first played it, because I think I mostly just followed okay, I gotta find these things, I have no idea where they are. I think I just usually followed like the path that the game was kind of steering you towards. Once you get to low rule, it's like honestly, it doesn't really direct you in any specific kind of way. There's some areas that are just naturally going to be easier to get to, though. Oh, here's one. So those are the dungeons that you might, your average player is just going to be drawn towards first, but it doesn't really tell you what to do once you get to low rule. But I found myself, like, intentionally this time, like, going to, I don't want that, intentionally going to, like, the dungeons that I knew were going to yield the most, like, the items that I wanted, like the upgrade, like the master ore and the other stuff. So I was able to sort of do that, which is really cool. And then not only that, I was playing on hero mode, which in that game, like, normal hero modes I think are like, what, double the damage, right? This is quadruple. And I didn't realize how insane that was until I started playing, because like enemies that normally do half a heart, which in that game is like the least amount of damage possible, do a full 2 hearts, like the weakest enemies in the game, 2 hearts of damage. Which, yeah, in Breath of the Wild terms, like, that's nothing, but think about when you start out with 3 hearts. You start out with 3 hearts, and these, like, rats in the sewer, the very first enemy you encounter can kill you in 2 hits. Easy. Like, they move so much faster in that game, too. You always have to be on your toes, and so that's difficult. Like, you basically just have to be doing a no-hit run unless you want to be constantly dying, and that part wasn't too bad. I think I was able to do that. Now, where it gets crazy is enemies like the Lynels, which there are Lynels in the Link Between Worlds. There were Lynels in the original, I believe. Come on, this is stupid. Okay, which one did I just get? Okay, I got the one that was, like, right on top of the shrine. There's one that had this map. Yikes. Okay. So got that one. It looks like there's one, like, here. Like, where the inn is, but I can't put anything there. Okay. This is difficult. Maybe it's over here. No, I just checked that, didn't I? Damn it. But Lynels. In the normal base game, Link Between Worlds, Lynels do, I guess it would be 3 hearts of damage. Quadruple that. 12 hearts. Meaning, until you have 13 hearts, a Lynel is guaranteed to one-shot you. You're dead. Even when you have full hearts. And so, like, I had, like, I think 9 or 10 hearts, and I was going, and Lynels were still one-shotting me, and I was like, what the heck? Like, how many hearts do they do? And then I ended up getting the red mail that fourths your damage, quarters your damage. So basically, it's taking you back to, like, basically the base game in normal mode. And the Lynels were doing 3 hearts. So then I found out how much they were actually doing, but it was insane. So that was definitely super refreshing. It was actually a challenge. When I first played it, it was a challenge because I was young and stupid in my first Zelda game. But, like, the puzzles were nice. They were made you think, but it was never just, like, aggravating. I was kind of flying through every dungeon, honestly. They were pretty quick. Oh, this is pissing me off, dude. Is it, like, on the very tip of the tail? I bet it's... I don't know, man. That's the problem with this crap. I might have to leave this one for later, but I feel like I would forget about it and not come back. But, yeah, that was really fun. This is a common theme when I, like, revisit games that I'd played before, is that when I was younger, I was so bad at, like, doing stuff. Like, doing all the stuff in a game. Like, this happened with Wind Waker first, I think. I went back and played Wind Waker, which now, gosh, was like 4 years ago. I think it was before high school. Good lord, but the time has just flown. But that was, like, my most recent playthrough of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker was the summer before high school. I, like, did a Zelda marathon. I need to do that again. Oh, it might be up here. Okay, that's good. But, yes. Man, I knew there was something up here. Awesome. Okay, well, we got that, thank God. And when I played through it, This was 4 years ago, so I've even gotten better since then. But I was like shocked at like I was playing through it, and then I looked at my old file to like see how much I'd gotten in that file, and I was shocked how little I'd got. In Wind Waker, it's the maps. It's like the C charts for every square of the board. There's 49, I think, because it's 7 by 7. See, look, I can still do math. But you buy the C chart from the fish, or you feed them for each one of the 49 squares. I don't think I got all 49, but I was getting every single square that I could as I went. So I think I got a good deal of them. And then I would go back to like my original file, just out of curiosity, and like I had like 4 C charts like discovered, only the ones that the game forces you to do. I don't even think I knew back then that like that's what you were supposed to be doing, is getting the C charts and like making it so much easier to know where you were going and what was where. I was like, Jesus Christ, what was I thinking? And like going through A Link Between Worlds, like I basically just from sheer exploring and curiosity and just knowing Zelda patterns and just basically combing through every inch, I found 97 out of the Maya Mai's, the collectible. There's 100 of them. Found like 96 or 97, like without any guide, without basically not without trying. Like I was looking for them, but it, I only had to like look up where like the last 3 were. Then I go back to my original file a couple years ago, and I over the course of my entire playthrough, I had like 30, and I was like, what the fuck? And that applies to basically everything. Like just I'm so much more of like just a natural completionist now, but also just even when I'm not really trying, I guess I'm just so much more like thorough and attentive. Whatever it is, like I'm always shocked when I like revisit a game that I haven't played in a long time, and I see like just how how little I did before. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, enough of my ranting. It was a really fun game. I mean, it's a really fun game. So, and the only reason, really, besides just being busy now and being short on time, kind of have to limit myself and distance all this stuff, but the only reason that like I haven't gone on like a marathon and replayed like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, all of that stuff, is because like I just have this feeling that as soon as I play through them, they're gonna like release them on Switch. I still think there is absolutely no reason why Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD shouldn't are not on the Switch yet. Like, it would be so easy to bring them over. They were Wii U games, They did it with Mario 3D World, which I think more than deserves the audio to be on the Switch. It needs to get the recognition it deserves, but I mean, those games are like mainline Zelda titles. They didn't do jack diddly shit for Zelda's 35th. Like, the least they could do is do like a collector's edition of Twilight Princess, Wind Waker. Maybe like that's what I want mainly, because we already do have Majora and Ocarina. Even though like it would be really great to have Majora and Ocarina either port the 3DS ones, or like they did with Miitopia. That would be fine. We know they can port 3DS games. Or, gosh, I'm just warping so much. So port those, or like do HD remakes of Ocarina of Majora. I would actually like just completely sit down on the toilet for like 3 hours. Just have a ball if that happened. Gosh, yeah. So like that's my fear, is that I'm gonna go through and play those games, and then they would release them on Switch, and I'd be like, because I'd have to play them again. Not that like I wouldn't want to play them again. It's just I want that experience to be as fresh as possible when they like. I have a feeling they've got to do it, man. Like it's inevitable, right? Because they know that the Wii U sold like hot garbage, and they know that everybody and their mama and their daddy and their brother and sister and their cousin has a Switch, and HD Twilight Princess and Wind Waker could sell big bucks. Like Breath of the Wild caused a Zelda boom. They can capitalize on that. I don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna do that, and I just want that experience to be fresh. Like Skyward Sword, I played. Gosh, it's been a year now. Good lord. It was last summer when Twilight Princess HD came out. Played that, and that was great. It was such a fresh, like, oh, I was so excited for it, and it was really nice. And even that, like, I almost 100%ed it, kind of without, very much, stress. It was just kind of normal. That's what I did with Mario All Stars, 100%ed all that, even 100% in Galaxy twice, because once as Luigi, obviously. So it's really like it's no sweat. Cube pattern again. Where you at? Oh. Come on. Light up. Shake, shake, shake. Did say cube pattern. This is the one I'm thinking of, right? Oh, wait. Gosh, this stupid light. Yeah, it looks like it's right around here. Cube pattern. Is it up here? Yep. There we go. Yeah, we're making pretty good progress here. It's just a slow process, man. Like, ugh. Like, yeah, after, doing all this crap, catching 100 Mai-Mais in Link Between Worlds is nothing, man. It's nothing. Man. But yeah, I can actually look at this and see what's going on. Oh. Okay, I guess I'm trying to, yeah, I should probably add it to this one. There we go. But, the thought of playing Wind Waker and Twilight Princess just makes me so happy. Even Ocarina of Majora, like, those are such good games, man. Even, like, I know, like, I've talked about how, like, Ocarina of Time is, like, not, like, one of my favorites, but honestly, like, it's so good. Like, if nothing else, I love where am I even looking? I love the significance that, like, that narrative holds, and I've really pinned this down to, like, why, even though, like, I went through a huge Pokemon phase, and obviously I still like Mario, it's, like, half my identity at this point, but why Zelda has, like, for years now, been the thing that never fades from, like, my excitement, from my mind. Of course, the thing that I'm willing to get tattooed on my body for the first time. Not that I wouldn't get anything from Mario tattooed, because I probably will at some point. Where am I looking? But why Zelda remains, as special as it is to me, is because of the narrative, the story, like the epic, like almost mythology of it at this point. Like, that's basically what Zelda is at this point. They've created a whole, a whole mythology based around it, and that is so cool. Oh wait. Okay, did get that one. Okay, I have gotten quite a few in this region. That's what's making me nervous, that could easily skip one. Okay, yep, like this little white triangle that I almost didn't see, which is right above oh, I see the ring. Nice. See, that would be so easy to miss. Wait, oh crap, is that another one? Yes, it's right on the crease of this map. That's making me so nervous, man. I'm definitely gonna miss more of these. It's right on the crease, and it is right above this crap. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and do this. Where to? Might as well get red while I'm here. But like, Mario's great, man. And Pokemon is too. And honestly, there's mythology, and there's like a timeline and backstory and lore associated with Pokemon too. I know that. But Zelda is like that. It just strikes that bone that all of us have for like loving that epic narrative, that long, man, I can't even describe it. But everything about Zelda, all the archetypes, the journeys. And so when I think about Ocarina of Time, like basically what started Zelda in 3D, but you think about like the significance that the Hero of Time has. Like that's basically the link that started the timeline split, which is huge. And then you think about the life of the Hero of Time, it's like, it's crazy. Honestly, it's kind of tragic when you think about it, if you know like all the details. If I'm trying to explain this as best as I can, but time travel gets hairy, but here we go. So, the Hero of Time, basically. Up until that point, which I think was Skyward Sword, Minish Cap, and Four Swords, I think, and then Ocarina of Time. So, up until that point, everything was just one timeline, just a straight shot. Ocarina of Time, Link, by pulling the Master Sword and creating a split, or I think the split doesn't happen until the end. So Link travels forward 7 years into a Ganondorf-infested future. And there's two possible outcomes. The first, and the favorable of which, is that he defeats Ganon. But even if he defeats Ganon, there's still two branches from that. So let's say he defeats Ganon, right? As adult Link. He travels back in time to the child era, and he warns Princess Zelda about Ganondorf before he even became a threat. So in the child timeline, Ganondorf never happened. Like, Ganon never happened. He was never a threat because they were able to squash the bug before it even, came to life. Therefore, Child Link, which is the timeline that he returned to, that's the only timeline that Link exists. That's where the Hero of Time lives, is in the child timeline after the events of the game. He goes back to the child timeline. There is no Hero of Time that exists in the adult timeline anymore, because in that timeline, the adult timeline where Ganon was defeated, adult Link goes back. He disappears. There is no adult Link that stays in the adult timeline. So, from the perspective of the people, from the outsiders, in the child timeline, nothing happened for them. So, the Hero of Time means nothing to them. So the timeline where Link lives, he never got recognition for what he did. And the only timeline where Link does get recognition for what he did, he doesn't get to relish in it because he's not there anymore. According to those people, a hero appeared out of nowhere, defeated the Ganon, and then disappeared. That's what you see in the beginning of Wind Waker, and like the story of Wind Waker beforehand. It shows you like the mural, and it's like a hero clad in green appears to strike down Ganon, and then he disappears without a trace. That was the Hero of Time. That was adult Link, and he left, and he never got to relish in it. Now, I don't think Link really cares much about relishing in his glory. But when you think that in the child timeline, somewhere along the way, where he returned, nobody knows what he did. Nobody knows that he defeated Ganon. And eventually he dies. He dies on the battlefield of a different war. That's why he becomes the hero Shade, and that's why you see him in Twilight Princess, because he has so many regrets, because he never got recognized for what he did. He never got to pass on any of his skills to his children, but eventually he did in Twilight Princess, and that's why he's able to rest finally. It's just tragic. For hundreds of years, we actually don't. We don't know how much time passed between those two games. We can assume it was a while though. But yeah, that's basically that. So, but then you do think that same Child Link, he did have his adventure in Termina in Majora's Mask, and those people certainly probably remember what he did. But then again, he's going back to Hyrule. How often is he gonna see those people from Termina ever again? Is he? We don't know. But I digress. Anyways, it's just when I think about Ocarina of Time, all of that stuff comes to my mind. Just this super complex and diverse story. I know a lot of people hate the Zelda timelines and all that stuff, and I honestly that's part of the reason why this franchise just grabs me so much and is something that I don't think could ever be not special to me. it's everything, man. It's everything I want out of like a story, a game, an experience that is not only like a blast to play through, but that lingers in your mind afterwards. Like when I think about every Mario game, it's just a super fun time. Like I always have fun playing Mario, and there are some of them that have like more story to them, like Galaxy, and that sort of lingers on your tongue a little bit. But I'd be lying to you if I said that that I was playing Mario for the story, um, in any sense of the word. Gosh, okay, I can barely see what's on this map. So but it's appreciated when a Mario game like tries to include some of that stuff. But again, it's like, am I really concerned about that when what I'm really after is like just some platforming fun? Not really. But Zelda, those stories, even like years after I've played any of these games, like Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, etc., like you forget about like all the details of the story because those stories can get a little convoluted, but you still remember like all the general stuff. You remember the Spark Notes summary, if you will, of all those stories. It never really leaves your mind, and yeah, it's just so freaking cool, man. I can't get over it. I'm rambling. This is why I love Zelda. Yeah, that's why I'm getting the Master Sword on my freaking arm where everyone can see it, so I can connect with the Zelda fans. That's the type of tattoo I'm gonna be getting compliments on that. I bet you. Oh well. But then, you think about this game and how, obviously I love this game, and it was focused less on the story. But even still, like, there's still a very, like, complex narrative that's involved with this game. The only catch is, like, you're not really experiencing it in-game, if that makes sense. Like, all of the story basically happened 100 years ago, most of the story. And so you're experiencing it through like disjointed. God, fuck you, physics engine. Which suits the open worldness of it very well, but again leads to maybe a more lackluster in-game story experience. But then you get down to all the lore that's included, and there's more than enough to keep you interested and to keep you thinking about the significance of this game and all that. And so that's really all I need, yeah. And of course, just a massive world to explore. I mean, you can't really beat that. So, but then I get thinking about Breath of the Wild 2 and how that game is supposedly going to be, more story driven, and if that means that a little bit of the open worldness is sacrificed, I don't care. Like, even if you can't, like, honestly, I feel like this game was so determined to stray from its roots, which, hey, I appreciate it, and this game is a masterpiece. I stand by that. But at the same time, like, they were so determined to make everything accessible right from the start. The only thing I can think of that's not is the Master Sword. That you have to have 13 hearts to get it, without glitches, of course. And that's the only roadblock, and that's the only thing that they have that's like, you can't have this until you do this. Everything else that is locked behind something specific is just like an inconsequential, like necessary thing, like just a certain article of clothing or a certain whatever, what have you. Everything you need is there from the start, and I appreciate that. Again, I love this game to death, but I would be more than happy to have like a better story that you get to experience in the game, kind of like an Age of Calamity, but just like a complex story. Get back here, you little bastard. Oh, I had it. God, I hate this. I would gladly take that, even if it meant, like, you come across an area of the world and you don't have something that you need to progress. Like, I don't know what that would be, but since there's a lot more in the sky, I would assume that would be a natural, like, roadblock. Like, you can't, like, get up there unless you have the specific warp point to get up there. So that would be a very... I would expect that, because I know that they have confirmed that they are, like, reusing this world. Of course they are, because it took them years to build. Why wouldn't you? But that seems like a very logical thing to do, is like, oh, since you can climb everything, we'll just put some sky islands up in the sky, and you have to have a specific key to get up there, you know? Makes sense. But I would gladly take that, honestly. And I'm not saying they're going to bring back all the traditional stuff. Like, I would be surprised if they brought back, like, well, actually, I don't know. Like, I have a hard time, like, seeing how a lot of traditional Zelda items would work in this context that aren't already in it. Like items that used to be like key Zelda items are now kind of just normal melee weapons. Like, there's fire rods and ice rods, right? We've got like all the elemental arrows. All of that translates really well. We've got boomerangs, which used to be like a staple item, and now you can just toss them around and get whatever you want. So that's that. Like, I can't imagine how the hook shot will work in a game like this, though, because you can climb everything already. You know, maybe it would be useful. Look at all these crabs, dude. But, like, yeah, I'm trying to imagine, like, hook shot, all that kind of stuff being brought into this game. Okay, what do we actually got here? What is this? This is a circle. Where? My mask is shaking. Is it up here? Oh, what? Wait a second. What is this? Oh, okay. I see it. First try. Oh, okay. Good thing they gave us a lot of shots here. Nice. We can just say that was the first try. Just forget about that. Oh, that's a red Korok. Cool. Okay. Now this one is marked on the map as like a tricky one. I wonder why. Maybe we'll figure it out. Come on, work for me. There we go. Yes. That was good. Okay, let's see what we got here. This is number 44. It's an archery. Maybe I can find it. Oh, what? How is this a hard one? I didn't get it. Come on. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay, while we're here, I'm going to mark some more that are over here. And that's sort of reaching towards the end of this region. Oh, I already got those both. Wonderful. Okay. What else we got? Let's look on the bay. We got this one on the bay. We got this one on the bay. We got this one. It's amongst the plain. We got two up here. Probably like somewhere in here. Okay, we'll figure it out. Okay. Man, I'm definitely going to be missing so many of these seeds, and how the hell am I going to know which ones I've missed at the end? I just want enough to upgrade my inventory all the way, honestly. I don't really care about the gold poop. Well, I do, but not enough to... Whatever, we'll figure it out. Okay, what? Is it this one? Oh, I didn't get it. There we go. Oh, it's not. That's just ore. Come on. What is this one? Supposedly it's flower trails. glare on this map, dude. Okay, it's supposed to be here. Like right where I'm standing. Sit down here. Come on, mask. Shake, shake, shake. It's probably up here. What was I talking about before? I don't remember. There it is. Okay. Oh, it's a Lionel. Lionel Richie. I saw a comment on YouTube, somebody was talking about Lionel Richie, but they spelled it like Lionel, like in this game. I was like, you idiot. But whatever, you know. People can do what they want. Maybe they knew what they were doing and they thought, you know what, he reminds me of a Lionel from the game. That'd be silly. Okay, there's clearly another one over here too. Okay, let's go to the blue. But man, this is kind of crazy though. Like, it's this weird transition phase like I was in, you know, 4 years ago. I have no idea what to expect, but at the same time, like, I know it's gonna be fine eventually, you know? And I'll look back at this period of time and be like, well, he had no idea what he was getting into, did he? And that's true, I don't. But also, like, I'm gonna get to the other side, whatever it takes, you know? Maybe. We'll see. I don't think I'd want to switch majors. I'm not a quitter. But, you know, we'll just have to see how it plays out. I'm not really married to any specific path. Well, I mean, yes, I kind of am, but, you know, if better options present themselves, then we'll just see. You know, we're going to make it work. And there we go. Probably didn't need that many. Okay. I'm not gonna fly all the way there. I'm just gonna warp here. We're getting close to filling out this region, well, this area of the region. Yikes, there's like a whole nother section of it when I turn the map that I'm not even looking at yet. Ooh, I gotta be careful not to miss this white one here. Let me actually go ahead and mark it. It's like right on the corner here. Yeah, it's like starts here and ends somewhere else. What? Oh, didn't even see those. There we go. Life hack. What? Stop it. Okay, so we got a natural hiding spot and a flower trail. Great. Love flower trails. Quit. Okay. That's what I thought. Bunny bot. Oh. Oh, silver. They're so fast. Just let me find my seeds and go. I don't really know where they are. Never looking for flowers or natural hiding spots. Just wait for my mask to glow. But, you know, so here's my exact, oh, got a ding. My exact schedule, I bet it's under there. I've got a lot of classes, but it looks like on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I have to be there like at 8-ish for my first class, and I get to leave by like 1:30, which is pretty crazy, like 1:35, and then I get to go home, which is pretty awesome. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have a class that starts at 2 and ends at 5, something. And that's it for Tuesdays and Thursdays. So essentially, like, it's awesome. Like, honestly, I love it because I don't really care about getting up early, and it allows me to have 2 days during the week, like during the week, that I can have off. Like, I'm always off Tuesdays and Thursdays because I don't even get out of class until 5. There's no really point in trying to come in after that. Which means I have the whole evening to myself on those nights. I could definitely use that. And then it means that I'm totally open to work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and even have a couple hours of downtime in between. And I also went ahead and restricted my hours on Saturday and Sunday just so I could, again, have some more downtime to get some shit done, because I really feel like I'm gonna need that. I'm going the totally wrong direction. That's great. Shit. Yeah, man, I'm way off here. Damn it. But I think that's gonna work out great. We'll have to just see how it plays out. Hopefully it does work well, but I'm thinking it's gonna be good. So, long story short, no matter how difficult this stuff is, it sounds like I'm gonna have a lot of time to work through some stuff, and I'm very used to heavy workloads that don't really feel that heavy to me, like from multiple AP classes. Well, now basically all my classes are gonna be that intense and that, labor intensive. But, it's not like I'm a stranger to a heavy workload or math in general, which I love. The only thing that makes me nervous is just getting into the college groove and finding all my classes and making sure I'm there on time and keeping up with all the crap, and the fact that I don't even own a laptop anymore, which is kind of crazy, because the one that I had, the MacBook was my first computer ever, I actually gave that to Daniel because his laptop got fried, and because I copied my hard drive over to this PC, which is actually like my Hackintosh, it's like a Mac OS, the drill. But because I copied that over, I don't really need my laptop anymore. I never use it. It's old, it sucks, but I gave it to him because it works, and he needed something. I have everything that I had on my laptop on this, and not only that, but I backed up my hard drive on a different, hard drive that's just for that. And so if, God forbid, anything goes wrong with this computer, I can just copy my hard drive back over, and I still have all the same stuff. Of course, the only downside is that I don't have a laptop. I can't really take this anywhere, which, because I'm not dorming and because I don't take notes on a laptop ever, I can't even do that. I don't even know how people do that. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. I don't think I need a laptop because, if I don't take notes on it, then I figure I can just take paper notes in class and then do all my work that needs to be done online. I can do that at home with my nice, fast computer, And hopefully, that works. No, I didn't kill it, did I? Okay, I don't think I killed the fox. I didn't see any meat, and I didn't hear the squeal, so I think we're good. But man, I hate doing that. What is going on? But yeah, so I feel like I should be fine. But I guess we'll see. And if it really becomes a huge hindrance that I don't have a laptop, then I'll probably just buy something cheap. I don't know. I also really don't know, it could be that like for engineering students, you basically gotta have like a specific type of. Where am I? Oh, this is the rock. What? What? This is weird. I don't know if like for engineering stuff, like there's a specific computer that you like kind of gotta have if you want optimal performance. I would hope that my computer would work. It's fast enough, right? But you know, who knows? Ooh. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna get these last batch of seeds and then call it a night, because I need to get to bed. It's got a big day tomorrow. Lots of ink, lots of fun stuff. Kindle's coming over, you know what that means. Yeah, okay, we'll grab those. I'll just have to make a mental note of where I'm at. We're getting these seeds though, look. 211. It's crazy. That's just 211 in our inventory. Our total count is probably more than that. It's definitely more than that. I don't know how many total. It's okay, Fox. I'm not gonna hurt you. I know you just saw me run over your brother, but he's fine, right? Just got a bruised tail, maybe. Ow, my back. I always sit in these horrible positions. It's probably because I'm trying to be close to the mic. These are both natural hiding spot. Oh, I tried to grab the bird. It's probably down here somewhere. Yep. Bang, bang into the room. And you know, I kind of like the idea of like how it's you know, divided by semester, and you do get a fall break, but it's like a couple days. It's like 2 days. Not like, you know, basically like high school, middle school, elementary school. It's cut into quarters. You know, the way we do it. You get like a pretty long fall break, a really long winter break, like 2 weeks, and then a week-long spring break, and then obviously summer. But I do like the thought of classes like continuing on till December without much break. Like that's I like that. Yeah, haha. Breaks are nice, but at the same time, like I just get so depressed. You know all this already. Look, guys, look at all these seeds we've gotten. Good lord. Okay, so basically what we need to do is the next time we just need to explore this whole chunk, because this is technically part of the same tower. But other than that, I think we might have milked this teat dry over here. That's great. Okay, so we will be back hopefully soon. I don't know. Maybe I'll probably be pretty busy tomorrow, but maybe I will. Who knows? Well, but definitely it's, you know, a couple more times before school starts. But good to be back. See you soon. Peace.